So, I think I fell victim to what I usually do when I'm building teams. Because like I mentioned in previous episodes, I find a tangent, and I follow that tangent. And what I did in this case was I found multiple tangents and just completely diverged away from my original idea. Like for my GC run that's just gone. Like theoretically this episode's going after the GC run. Like I had a reasonably different team. I think I had, what, 2 of the same Pokemon? The idea was Gastrodon Heatran. I started with that, then had the random idea with the Porygon 2 and the Hydrapple, and then I lost track of the Gastrodon. Like, I've been playing in quite a few locals as well. Managed to get a similar, like, 112 championship points over the locals between starting recording the series prep and now. So, like, the tangent teams have been doing reasonably well, but this was the whole point. It was Gastrodon Heatran. That was supposed to be the thing. And then I just stopped using Gastrodon. The Heatran is still busted. Like, completely busted when it hits its moves. That's what the zoom lens is for. Like, you know. But I've missed so many 90% accurate Magma Storms. However, it was Gastrodon that was supposed to make the Heatran so good, and I just stopped using it. I need to get back to it. So I'm going back to what, like, basically the team was. However, I've had the idea that Dragapult actually could be very reasonable in that Dragon slot. Because I think that, like, the Roaring Moon is great. I do like the Roaring Moon. Sometimes it has to Dragon Dance to outspeed things to be effective, and then it doesn't get a turn to do that. Dragapult is faster than basically everything that we'll see. Outside of, like, speed-controlled and Scarf Pokemon, this outspeeds Fluttermane. This can deal with the Fluttermane immediately by just going for the Terra Blast. Dragapult's won an International before. It's come second at Worlds, and it's won a Regional, and people are disregarding it. Like, we still don't see Dragapult. People still don't prep for Dragapult. So I reckon it's going to be a good call. And paired with my Gastrodon Heatran, I think this could be pretty reasonable. And this is like super close to the event. Like I'm leaving to go to London tomorrow. So I kind of have to decide at this point. And all my tangents have been pretty reasonable. But based on things that have happened in the locals and also the GC, I wouldn't be comfortable bringing those to an international. This was something I was going to bring. And just didn't get around to practicing as much with it because, you know, I stopped using it. But this was the whole point. So I still think the Gastrodon is great. I don't know if I had Citrus Berry back then in the most recent Gastrodon video, which is actually quite early. But Citrus Berry is burst healing, so it can survive a load of things. Like, because with the Leftovers one, I found that it gets 2-shot by some heavy hits, but Citrus Berry would absolutely let it survive. And the important thing is just get 1 Yawn off. Like, that's the key with the Magma Storm, because if I get that Magma Storm and Yawn, that slot is asleep. So, yeah. The Sneeze is still the same. Landorus, pretty sure, is still the same. Like, it's been, like, probably a month since I started recording this, but I can't remember when the first episode was. But the Heatran spread has changed. I know how to substitute. I had Heavy Slam previously, and I'm way more bulky now. As I discovered the Surging Strike Survival calc. Not as relevant now that I have Gastrodon. But, well, I have Gastrodon. I'm back to Gastrodon. I initially had it. But, yeah, I still like the bulk. Dragapult has a little bit of bulk here because you don't need max speed. I'm just, like I said, I'm not going to face another Dragapult. I've just decided I'm not going to. Therefore, if I don't, then I don't need max speed for anything. You need minimum that speed. So then I am speed creeping things that would outspeed Chien-Pao and Fluttermane in Tailwind. So like if they hit 104, then I'll still outspeed that. So I just crept a tiny bit. And that's allowed a tiny bit more bulk because I get to compound this tiny boost into defense with a coaching boost as well. Because I'll get a tiny bit more defense because I have a tiny bit more defense as well. So that's the idea. Choice Band is taken, so I'm starting off with Life Orb. Still the super busted AV Chien-Pao. But yeah, like, had the Choice Band, so I couldn't Choice Band, therefore Life Orb, and actually I still get to Protect. I am just wondering if Dragapult is still going to be strong enough. Because the Choice Band, with the Sword of Ruin, just OHKOs some things. Life Orb is probably going to fall short. Like, for example, this Cresselia. Where am I at the moment? 1578, I can't there. 1674, okay. Interesting. So. Yeah, I was just checking for Freeze Dry there, but they have Freeze Dry here. Haze over Ice Beam, that's reasonable. Yeah, my Heatran's looking pretty good. I'm going to go Gastron Heatran, because you know that's the thing. Landorus is still good against the Ursaluna. And I think I'm bringing Chien-Pao as the last. Interesting having the snow paired with something else. Like some people, I guess, are still trying for that. But Ursaluna is always an annoying one for me to face. It just always works out that my teams, they don't struggle against Ursaluna, it's just annoying to face. And when I've used it, it's been kind of meh. So, we will see. Like, I could have gone with the Dragapult just to OHKO the Cresselia, but if they go with Cresselia, then I get to Yawn and Magma Storm it immediately. Put the timer on them. That's the first Mental Herb I've seen in forever as well. It's definitely been a while since I've seen that. Fair, my Sneezer's actually pretty good here as well, isn't it? I'll save that for game 2. What would I put it over? Probably the Gastrodon. Yeah, they do immediately go with that. Okay. Therefore, they tend to just attack. They very much do tend to just attack. So, I will Ice Beam and also switch to Landorus. If they don't attack, then oh no, I didn't take any damage this turn. And they didn't Swords Dance, so they're -1. They have Ally Switch. They don't have Ally Switch. That's good. Because they won't hit hard at all on this turn. If they go for Facade, it's not too concerning. If they go for Swords Dance, then I'm two-shotting them. Assumedly. Oh, they Terra Ghosted. Fair enough. But this won't do much. Yeah, that's not much. And that's also not much. But that's fine, because they're intimidated now. So, I shall Earth Power, and I reckon Stomping Tantrum gets it. That surely should, right? That was incredibly greedy. No, it wasn't greedy, because, you know. Then how much did Earth Power do? Not enough, okay. Then, let's go for Yawn and switch back to Heatran on the Facade. Like so. And you can't Lunar Blessing too many more times. I mean, you're probably not going for it again this time, so I'll Earth Power here. I will attempt to substitute. If they attack the Heatran, I was losing it regardless. They did Facade it, that's fine. Because now Earth Power KOs the Ursaluna, and I can go, or they can Freeze Dry. Because I want to Terra my Chien-Pao to Electric. No, losing Gastron is fine, isn't it? I will Earth Power. I will Terra Electric. The Earth Power should KO from here. It's going to be very disappointing if it doesn't. Okay, this is fine. Oh, they get the Snow Boost, don't they? And they might dodge. And they Blizzarded, so I keep my Gastrodon. They don't dodge, so I just need to connect one more time. But then the Veil will save them, won't it? That's not ideal. Yeah, I think the Veil saves them. That's annoying. Oh yeah, they still have an entire Cresselia. Forgot about that. Attack some Terra Blast here, just for some chip. Oh, they're chipping me as well. Is this going to be Trick Room? No, it's just Lunar Blessing. I don't see how I break through this again now. I will save some time. I don't see how I'm breaking through that. Let's instead go with Sneasler, because I can fake out the Cresselia, or... or I could close combat the Ursaluna turn 1. But then they could Terra Ghost, can't they? I could go for just Terra Blast with Chien-Pao. But then they just Terra Water, and I can't Terra Electric and also Terra Blast. That's quite frustrating. I'll go Dragon. Yeah, I'll do this. This should be okay, because the Gastrodon isn't actually that great. And this is good. This is good. So... yeah, this should be reasonable. Can I coaching when I'm Phantom Forced? I have no idea. Actually don't know that. Let's see. They surely go for Terra Water. Yeah, they have to. That didn't KO. That usually KOs. That's really physically bulky. Yeah, this is not good. So it's Chien-Pao and sub, I guess. Yeah, this isn't good. Guess the thing to do would have been coaching and Terra Blast the Cresselia turn 1. That would have been the correct play. Because they weren't going to fake out the Sneasler, were they? I lose my zoom lens. This is still doable. This is still doable. The parting shot, I can catch the Ursaluna. Yeah, and they can't Terra the Ursaluna anymore. I do have to rely on non-zoom lens stuff, but... okay, that's decent. That was very good damage, wow. Switch to Sneasler here. Magma Storm here. That's not good. Oh, but they Lunar Blessing again. This is definitely still doable. Because I can fake out and also Magma Storm. This is doable. And I have to sack my Sneasler. Like, I don't like this, and I still don't think I'm going to win. But this is doable. Because I can Ice Spinner and Earth Power the... well, Earth Power the Incineroar and Ice Spinner whatever comes in. Oh. I lose. Yeah, they completely switched up, and now there's no chance. At least I get to find out what the last Pokemon was. But yeah, that's not ideal. That was a good switch up from them to go for the Urshifu. So where did I get to with this one? I'm not too concerned with that one. Like I say this a few times across the episodes, but like that does not feel like a team that someone's bringing to EUIC. If they do, oh no. But that was a good switch up, expecting my Gastrodon not to come to the match anymore. It was interesting they led with Incineroar Cresselia, because that does just lose to Heatran Gastrodon as a lead. Alright, pretty standard team. Let's just go with this. See what happens, because they're booster speed, yep. So I can't safely go with Dragapult, although they're not Shadow Ball, so I could tear it out of the weakness. That would be perfectly fine. I'd definitely bring Champao. And Landorus. They've got an Urshifu, I'm scared to bring the Dragapult. Sneasel is reasonable here. But to be fair, like, lots of things seem reasonable. But I'm just going with the Gastrodon Heatran to get back into it. Because, you know, this is what I haven't been using for a little while. So I will Ice Beam and... Are they Steel? Yeah, they're Steel. I'll switch to Landorus. It's safe. They're not going to Icy Wind this turn. That'll be a very interesting play. Just scout that. That's fine. Then... just Ice Beam and also Stomping Tantrum here, right? I mean, it's not what I had in mind, but it worked. So that was good damage, but that wasn't going to be Sludge Bomb range. Yawn and switch back to Heatran. They immediately parting shots, good play. But I got the Fluttermane with the Yawn, and that's the important thing. And now... oh, Protect and Sub. This is guaranteed. Because they can only Horn Leech my Heatran, and that doesn't do much. Good. Then... I think it's worth committing the Terra Poison. That's good. That was brave, I could have Ice Beamed. But the Ogerpon's being dealt with. Attempt Yawn and Magma Storm here. Assumedly the Ogerpon's faster. Like so. So that's fine. And I get the Magma Storm here, and the Landorus can't switch. Yes, it can. Incineroar can very much come back in. How lovely. Because this would have been very nice, but alas, it's no longer as nice. Let's just Sacred Sword KO this Incineroar as it switches in. Or not. Then I will Ice Spinner and Magma Storm here instead. This could have been lovely if I'd have just connected that Magma Storm. Because then this would have just been guaranteed. This is fine. As long as they stay asleep. They do. Good, because that should put them in range. Yes, it does. Come on, Heatran. Point of the zoom lens is it's 90%. Like, it is 90%. Like, seriously, it's 90%. I really want to believe it's 90%. Oh, that was greedy. Because that just breaks. And they can't KO the Landorus with the Sludge Bomb. So I get to KO that slot for sure. Does U-turn get it? I don't think I need to. Yeah, I don't need to. There we go. Thank you. So sub breaks the... sub breaks the Magma Storm, so I do need to attack here. I don't know if they know that. They didn't know that. That's fine. I mean, it's not perfectly fine, but, you know. Yeah, I just lose here, don't I? Because the Terra Fairy will get... Woo! No, if I dodged, I'd have been okay. And is the AV going to clutch? It's not. That's annoying, because that was so easily winnable if either of those Magma Storms had connected. But, you know, 90% is not 100. It's the best I can do. I'm not going for Hydrapple for EUIC. That was quite frustrating. Right, let's go with Sneasler and Dragapult here. Don't feel the need for the Gastrodon as much. Heatran actually isn't that great here if I don't bring the Gastrodon, so let's just completely switch it up. No Champa and Landorus. That was quite annoying. Like, I have to look at it as, like, I know this isn't how it works. I'm a maths teacher. But I am getting it out the way for EUIC. Like, I'm seriously, I must be getting it out the way for EUIC. Right? I just have to be. Alright, fake out and... do I commit the Terra Ghost just to survive the Moonblast? I don't think that's worth it. Might be worth it. Nice. Got that right. So they can't Sucker Punch me anymore, that's good. They will Wicked Blow me, so I will Dire Claw and sleep them. Because funny. Might as well, because I'm breaking the Focus Sash. Come on, just switch in Ensign. It's a really easy switch. Oh, they didn't. And I got the sleep. Oh, I didn't get the sleep. Well, we trade Fluttermane for Dragapult. I believe that's worth it. Should be. My Sneasler's still faster, so I can coaching my Chempao. No, I'll just Dire Claw. Well, Sacred Sword here. And I'll get some kind of paralysis or poison. Nope, I won't. Unfortunate. But now I can Dire Claw here and Stomping Tantrum here. And that is a double KO. And if it's Landorus as the last one, oh no. Oh no. So I just lose. Rip. Well, this is a good start, isn't it? So... I'm still very confident it's this team, but I just need to get good again. Because I haven't used this team for a little while. But like I have reasonable confidence. It's in my head. This is what it would be. I need to be able to beat the standard teams though. Again, it's booster. It's no knockoff, so my Heatran is much better here. Yeah, I'm gonna go Sneasler Heatran. do need to bring Landorus, and I do need to bring Champao. So... And if it's not this team, it's, like, really close. With, like, a mon or two tweaking. I'm not sure what that would happen, like, what that would be if it were to be. So I think the last match was pretty winnable. Like, if I had a Terror Blasted turn 1, that would have been much better. Bit of a surprise it was Icy Wind. Like, in the face of Clear Body, Dragapult, and also White Herb Unburden Sneasler. Well, I'm already unburdened, so that's good. Yeah, this is very good. I shall just Diaclaw here and sub. And I'm going to get something cool with the Sneasler. So I've already Diaclawed twice and got nothing, so come on Sneasler. Do a thing. Thank you. And nice. I'm so good. And they parting shotted, that's fine. There is the Landorus, that's alright. So I can Diaclaw here, I can Magma Storm here. If they switch into Incin, they're opening themselves up to another potential Diaclaw thing. But it's going to be close if that Fluttermane is KO'd or not. It is not. Unfortunate. But it stayed asleep, so that's alright. And I keep my sub, which is even better. I'm getting it out the way for EUIC. I must be getting it out the way for EUIC. This is getting so ridiculous. Let's just deal with this Incin that's coming in. Oh, it's not. Okay. Well, they just get a free Icy Wind that didn't actually change anything. Oh, this is getting quite annoying. I must be getting it out of the way. I must be getting it out of the way. This is just getting so unreasonable. Alright, let's... it's Ice Spinner and also Magma Storm, because they can't do both. That's good. That was good damage. And this is not so good damage. Who's faster, Imi or Incin? Incin was, okay. Then, I mean, assuming that they're faking out the Champao here. So yeah, I'll go for this. Oh, that was a good play. Yeah, that's going to put me in range now, isn't it? No, I've decided that Heatran's going to clutch. Or they just attack the wrong way around and immediately lose. Oh, we speed tie. Do we actually speed tie? We actually speed tie. Love this game. That is quite frustrating. However, it is just immediately attack with both, isn't it? I mean, I'm a unique speed on my Heatran, because that's just what Arceus gave me. I just happened to be 4 speed IVs. There's no way that people... Oh, okay, fine. This is still fine, this KOs, right? It didn't KO. That Like, we speed tie, right? No, they just outspeed. Okay, fine. Then I'm going to predict the protect. I'm so good. Okay. That was game 1, wasn't it? Yeah, I need to get rid of some of these. Right. Again, that would have been smoother if I just connected with some magma storms. Because, you know, that would be nice. Alright, they're going to let me do the same thing again. I'm going to switch up to Dragapult and Chien-Pao this time. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, there's nothing stopping fake out and sub. That was an interesting adjustment from them. Go on, Icy win me again. Give me the speed boost, please. Shadow Ball made sense, and it only just breaks my sub. That's annoying. Alright, I'll double here. And I'll lose one of them, but the other thing puts Fluttermane in Sucker Punch range. And then my Dragapult will clean. That is the plan. This is fine, because that is now Sucker Punch range. Is it Sucker Punch range? We'll never know. But it seems I can still play the game somewhat, so this is good. It's Ogerpon, that's fine. Dragapult is actually safe here. I will... They haven't terrored yet, have they? No, they haven't. So if I Magma Storm here, then that should hopefully put the... Yeah, it will. Because they don't have knockoff, this is safe. And they can't switch. Nice. That's really good. What's the correct way to do it? I mean, just double protect first, right? Nothing wrong with that. Just getting that extra chip. I'm just out of another substitute range, which is quite annoying. But this should be Dragon Darts and Magma Storm. That's a KO. That's good chip. This will catch the Landorus. Of course, Heatran. It will definitely catch this Landorus on the 90% switch in. Thank you. And then that should now be game over, because I can Phantom Force and... No, because if they sub... Yeah, no, it's Phantom Force and Magma Storm again. And if this connects, I win. Because they can't touch my Heatran anymore. There we go. Decent. That's how it's supposed to go. So it's just going to go like that, and I'm going to regular Terra Blast. Because I can. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to go. And that's how it's going to go in EUIC, right? Right? Right.